I know as women we can be very busy with daily work, daily activities, but there are a few things I'd like to remind us about ways that you can remind yourself to calm down, ways that you can show yourself love even as you continue working, as you continue hustling and trying to make things work. So come with me as I take you through this. So one thing that I'd like you to realize is that rest is productive. Sometimes when you take a rest, that is when you can come up with ideas on how you can do things better. Or when you rest, you generally gain strength such that by the time you're going back to work, you have already rested and gained strength. So it is very important for you to rest because you need it. You don't have to work 24/7. It's good to take breaks and take a rest. Another thing that I'd like you to realize is your worth is not tied to your to-do list. It doesn't mean that you have to have things in place that you need to achieve every other day, so that by the time you wake up the next day, you're already rushing. You want to do one, two, three, you need to achieve that. No, you're still worthy. You don't have to be having a tight schedule. You don't have to be big to be booked all through the year to know your worth. No, you already have a lot of worth that you carry. So realize that you don't have to be fully booked to be worthy. You're worthy the way you are, okay? Another thing that I'd like you to remind yourself is small moments count. Treasure those little moments that you get with yourself to rest, to relax. Treasure the small moments that you get in life to enjoy things. Because sometimes we wait for very, very big things to happen in life for us to appreciate the blessings that we have, not forgetting that the small things really count. I want you to embrace celebrating very small things and noting small things that happen in our lives. For example, if you get to a new workplace, and you learn to adapt to it, celebrate that moment and talk in that moment that you have changed environments, you have changed um, environments and people that you interact with, and you have already coped with it. So soak in such moments. Celebrate that you woke up earlier than you used to. Celebrate that um, you have managed to overcome a fear that you had. Notice those small moments that happen in life. Don't always wait for big moments so that you celebrate yourself. Keep celebrating whatever big and small you encounter. Okay? And another thing I'd like you to know is you don't have to say yes to everything, by the way. Mhm. There are situations that deserve you to say no, and it's fine. There are situations that need you to just stay calm, and that's fine. You don't have to say yes to anything and to everything. Okay? And also, don't feel guilty saying no. You know, there are many people who have a challenge of saying no until sometimes they have to go beyond limits to foot other people's bills, to meet other people's needs. You don't have to do that. Don't feel guilty for not helping someone because you are not in a position to. What could you have done? Nothing. So don't feel guilty for saying no to people. Let me tell you, prioritize yourself. Put yourself first. It will be so easy for you to avoid saying no to situations that deserved you to saying no. Okay? Yeah. And another thing that I'd like you to realize is appreciate progress over perfection. When you're working on a program or a project, appreciate the progress that you have made as opposed to waiting for the final product, for the end product. Okay? Appreciate the progress that you are making. For example, if you're on a weight loss journey and you have lost a few kgs, appreciate that and celebrate that. If you're working on having better money habits and you have managed to overcome a few, appreciate that. Don't wait until you have fully achieved something for you to celebrate it. Because you never know. Some goals could take us years. And will you postpone your happiness until those years are over? No. You celebrate that moment. Any small progress that you make in life, celebrate it. If you open a business, yeah, and you get 2 clients in a day, celebrate that. There are days you don't have clients and it's fine. There are days you are overwhelmed with orders and that's fine. Celebrate any small thing. Okay? Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for the end product for you to celebrate. Because you know what? Sometimes we may never reach that final end. For example, if your goal is to save a million Kenya shillings, for example. Some things could be coming on the way and need you to take something from your savings. Will you postpone your happiness until you fully save the 1 million Kenya shillings? No. Celebrate any moment you get to make a small saving. As long as there's progress, celebrate it. And another thing I'd like you to know is your body deserves kindness. Be kind to your body. Be gentle to it. Take care of it. Be gentle to your skin. Take care of your skin. Be gentle. Work out. Exercise. Go for yoga, for dancing classes, skipping ropes, whatever. Go for walks to the gym. Take care of your body. It's it changes you. It even changes how you think. For example, when you go to the gym, when you work out, trust me, your mood changes. You become a happy person. I mean, everything tends to be working. I don't know, for some reason, when you work out, you just feel good. You generally feel good. Your mood is top notch. You feel really good. So please learn to move your body. Show your body love. Love your body. And another thing I'd like you to note is that it is very okay to ask for help. I know many people struggle with this, with asking for help, but learn to ask for help. You're not an island. No man is an island. You cannot have everything. Learn to ask for help. If you need some assistance, ask for it. There's always someone ready to help you. For example, if you're struggling with your mental health, find a therapist or someone that you trust. But I would really advise looking for a therapist or a counselor. They can really help you in a very professional way and you will get help. You don't have to figure things out on your own. You need a society, you need a community. So learn to ask for help. If you're a new mom and you don't know things, get into groups, in WhatsApp groups or online groups that advise on a few things. But of course, be careful the advice that is given. If you have all the siblings, friends that have experience with taking care of kids, ask for help. Ask them to let you know how things are done. So please ask for help. And another thing that I'd like you to know is comparison steals joy. If you keep comparing yourself with people, you will never live a fulfilled life. You will always be questioning everything in life. You will never see the good things happening to you because you're always comparing yourself to others. Why am I not achieving this as so and so is doing? Until you realize that you're already living in the answered prayers. You ever prayed of a situation and God has seen you through, but sometimes because you keep comparing yourself with other people, you fail to realize that God has already answered your prayers. Because when God answers this, you want the next thing because you're looking at someone who has done this and that. Please, please stop comparing yourselves with other people. It steals your joy. It steals your happiness. Be content with yourself. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Be very content with the level that you are in life. Because when you keep comparing yourself with people, you will never live a happy life. You will always be complaining as to why things are not working out until you realize that could be you're even more blessed than them, only that you don't realize. Okay, and the last thing I'd like to say is love yourself like you do to other people. Sometimes we take care of people so much, we go beyond limits to come through for people, but we don't do that for us, we don't do that for ourselves. So it's very important for us to love ourselves. Embrace yourself, put yourself first, prioritize yourself. Don't don't be a person who is always there for people but never there for themselves. Don't be a person who is always trying to meet other people's needs as opposed to meeting yours. Sometimes we forget ourselves trying to take care of other people until time is gone and we realize that we might have lost a lot of things. So please learn to love yourself and prioritize yourself so much. So these are a few of the tips that I could share with you on how you can show yourself love as you go by day activities. So please practice this, and I'm sure one or two of them will really come through for you. So other than that, I want to wish you all the best and lots of love.